Hey, Melissa.
Hi. I'm still trying to figure out this whole Zoom thing.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to, so right now you're on unmute. So if you look in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, are you on your phone? Okay. So that's,
no, I found it.
okay. So most people are muted right now. Hi guys. Hey everybody. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and mute you.
Can anybody hear Jodi, or is it just me?
No, she's muted.
Yeah. Jodi, you're muted.
Okay, now you can hear me, right?
Yay, Jodi.
There we go. All right. So I was just saying, if you need me to adjust anything like the screen, or if you have a question, just go ahead and ask me. Okay. Just take yourself off mute and ask, and we'll just try not to talk over each other. Okay. Because I can't see all of you simultaneously from the screen that I'm on. Maybe I can figure that out somehow. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Now I can see all of
if
you.
you click on speaker view, it'll change it for you.
Yep, just did that. Okay, so now I can see all of you guys. So, hey everybody. All right, so we're gonna do a hip focus today because I figure that people are probably sitting around a lot more than we're used to. So, first thing we're gonna do is come into a lunge position. So just like this. And we're gonna spend 2 minutes here. What we're gonna do, I'm just setting up my timer, is so you're gonna drive your back foot into the ground. So the top of your foot is going into the ground, like the laces of your shoes. Press that down and then drag that pubic bone forward. I had posted this online the other day. Somebody had a question about hips and how to handle this, right? So just really should feel that stretch right in the front of that hip. So this is specific work to your hip capsule. So doing this for a minute a day for every hour that you spend sitting is gonna help keep that hip open. So it's a super simple movement, but it's very effective. And once you get used to feeling this stretch, you can go ahead and add in a little bit of a side bend if you want, kind of lean back a little bit, see where that kind of takes you. You can't really do this wrong. So we're a minute in on this side. Try not to arch your back through this and really push that hip forward. Craig, I'm loving your dog. Keep driving that back foot into the ground. And go ahead and switch legs. We're just switching sides there. Hopefully you guys got a pretty decent burn in the front of that hip that you were working. So squeeze that glute hard as you drive that hip forward. Keep driving your back foot, the top of that foot into the ground. And again, you can add in some side bends. See how that feels. You should be feeling a really deep stretch right up along this line when you side bend. Everybody doing okay? Thumbs up. All right. Another 45 seconds here. You should be starting to feel some burn in the front of that hip. Another 15 seconds. If you're starting to shake, that's okay. You're driving that back foot into the ground and everything's pretty tight, so you should be good and tired. All right, come out of that. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on our glutes some right now. This is less of a stretch and more of an activation that we're gonna pair with what we just did. So we just opened up the front of our hip. So now we're gonna turn our glutes on a little bit. So warning, you'll probably cramp when you're doing this. You're supposed to, okay? We did this in class a couple of weeks ago, but we used a yoga block. So we're going to do this without a prop today. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come into quadruped position. So you're on all fours, right? And you're gonna pull your heel into your butt. So you're actively squeezing your hamstring hard, right? And then you're gonna drive up. Keep pulling that heel into your bum. So 2, 3, squeeze your bum hard. 4, 5, 6. This should hurt at this point. 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, we're going to switch sides. One thing that I want you guys to try to avoid is coming into this position. So we don't want a lot of arch through the mid back. We want the back nice and long, straight like a tabletop. Okay, so other leg, pull that heel into that bum and squeeze the glute up for 1, 2, 3, keep that back flat, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep squeezing that hamstring, 9, 10. So hopefully you're finding when you're going through this that your hip isn't opening up as much as you would expect it to. Like your leg isn't coming up as high as you think it can. And that's because we're trying to take out the cheat and turn on that glute, okay? So one more round of that, 10 on each side, and then we're going to move on. So back to your first leg, pulling the heel into the bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, pulling that heel into that bum. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. Squeeze that hamstring as hard as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. All right. So now we're going to come into the bear position. So what that is we're just sort of here in a straddle, and I don't know if you guys can see this really well. Let's try this. So just in this position, okay? From here, if you have to lean back to do this, that's okay. It's more challenging if you can stay upright and put your hands in front of you, kind of squeeze really, really hard. So I'm squeezing my back, I'm squeezing my core, everything. And I'm just gonna rotate my hips in this direction. And I'm making this movement really, really hard. So everything should be lit up. That's 1. 2. 3, and I need to back up a little. 4. So really focus on making that movement as hard as you can through those hips. Light them up as much as possible. 5. If your core isn't on fire at this point, you're not doing it right. 7, straight arms, straight back. 8, see me scooching closer to the computer. 9, 1 more. 10. Nice work. You guys feel that burn? Did you? No, a little bit. All right. Now we're going to go into a straddle stretch, and we're going to be here for 2 minutes. So you're just going to come into that wide-legged straddle stretch, right? So we're going to be here for 2 minutes. What I want you to do is first power out through your heels, right? So drive out through both heels and really push those hamstrings into the ground. Push them as hard as you can into the ground. And then I want you to kind of support yourself from the back, pushing yourself forward a little bit. So this stretch is active for the entire 2 minutes. You can bias your weight through one leg and then the other, kind of dancing side to side a little bit slowly. So keep Powering out through that heel. Drive your torso forward as much as you can. Thinking about bringing your belly button down to the floor rather than your chest, because you might round out then. Think about driving that belly button down to the floor. Yep. Keep pressing. This should be really uncomfortable at this point. Guys, stay in that position. Unmute him. All right. All right. Come out of that. We're going to do some lift-offs. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I apologize for that. All right, so we're going to come into this position. So we're going to be on all fours, and we're going to kick one leg out like this, right? So I'm feeling a stretch through here in this position. So what we're going to do is we're going to press this foot into the floor really hard for 30 seconds. You should feel this activate all the way up the inside of that leg, from your knee all the way up to your groin, okay? So we're going to press in for 30 seconds, and then we're going to rest and kind of deepen the stretch a little bit for 30 seconds again, okay? So go ahead and press in, press, press, press. This gets really uncomfortable. And relax and try and deepen that stretch. So rock back a little bit. So just being passive with this, keeping that foot flat on the floor, but rocking back and forth a little bit just to play with that tissue. And coming back up into that all fours position and drive the foot down. Press hard. Press, 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 keep going. Got about another 10 seconds here. Keep driving that into the ground. And relax, rock back and forth a little bit. We've got one more round of this. And last time, come back up into that quadruped on all fours and press that foot into the ground. Hopefully at this point you're feeling more tissue open up. Getting some sensation in areas where you were starting off not having sensation. Keep pressing, another 5 seconds. And go ahead and rock. All right, the next thing that we're going to go into is really hard, and your body might be a little bit confused the first time that we do it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to be super active, drive our hands, drive our non-working leg, the foot, the knee, all of it into the ground. Okay, the core is going to be active. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to do a lift off. Okay, so we're going to try and not move the rest of our body as much as possible and just lift that up off the ground. Yeah. So if you got a cramp, you did it right, because I just got a cramp. So basically what we're doing is we're challenging new ranges of motion. Okay, so when you guys are ready, we're gonna lift, we're gonna hover for 5 seconds, okay? We're gonna go for 3 5-second hovers, okay? And go. 2. And drop it down. Got a little bit of a cramp, shake it out. And we're gonna go again in 5 seconds. Go, lift. And drop it down. We're getting ready to go again in 5 seconds. And lift. Drop it down. Drop it down. Nice job, guys. How's everybody doing? Is everybody okay? All around? All right. We're gonna go to the other leg, right? So just switching sides here. So we're gonna go back into that 30-second push. Go ahead and drive that foot into the ground. Ten more seconds here. And relax. Go ahead and rock back. And getting ready to push into the ground again. Ready and go. Push as hard as you can into the ground with that foot. It's another 10 seconds here. Keep pushing. And relax and rock with it. Another 10 seconds here, and we're going to go into our last push. And go ahead and drive that foot into the ground. Drive, drive, drive. Halfway there, keep going. Hopefully you're feeling more tissue wake up. And relax. And rock with it. And in 10 seconds, we're gonna go for that hover, okay? So driving everything into the ground, right? So that non-working foot, the knee, that whole leg, both hands, core is tight, and lift. Lift, 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 and drop it down.
Jodi, where do you feel that cramp at?
I'm feeling it in my glute.
Okay, just making sure that's the right spot.
Yep. Yep. So 5 seconds, we're gonna hover again. And lift. And relax. So just one more hover to go here. And lift. And relax. All right. How's everybody feeling? You guys all okay? You good? All right. So we have one more thing to get after. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in a 90-90 position. So you want that front leg, you wanna make kind of that box with that front leg. The back leg is coming right out the side. So your hips at both sides and your knees at both sides are at 90 degrees. So from that position, we're gonna alternate 10-second isometrics. So first I'm gonna work on pressing as hard as I can, my front leg into the ground. And then we're gonna switch to 10 seconds with the back leg. We're gonna switch back and forth 3 times, and then we're gonna work on some internal rotation, okay? So go ahead and press as hard as you can that front leg into the ground. Push your hands together in front of you. Good, switch to the back leg. Press, 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 press. Keep everything super active here. Switch to that front leg. Press, press, press into the ground. Keep pressing. And switch to that back leg. Push, push, push into the ground. And front leg. Push, push, push into the ground. And back leg. All right. All right, so the next thing that we're going to go into is going to be some internal rotation. So your internal rotation is going to happen with your back leg here. Okay, so what you're going to do is from this position, you're going to kind of lift that back leg up as much as you can, just like this. Okay, so we're going to hold that stretch for a minute. I know, right? Who knew that your leg went in that direction? Another 20 seconds here. So you're going to start working on getting everything tight. Tighten up your core, tighten up your glutes. Everything is super tight. Your non-working hand is going to reach out. In a minute, we're going to let go of the leg and hold it up there for 10 seconds. Go. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep holding it up there and grab it. Yeah, keep it up. Another 10 seconds. We're going to do that hold again. So go ahead and get everything tight and hold it up there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And grab it. Another 5 seconds and we're going to hover again. And hold it up there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 5, 2, and drop it down. Everybody survive? You survived? Okay. Switch sides. So what was your back leg is now your front leg. So going back to the isometrics, front leg 10 seconds, back leg 10 seconds, back and forth, okay? Drive that front leg into the ground. Drag it as hard as you can, knee and foot. And back leg, drive it, drive it, drive it. And front leg, push down as hard as you can. Back leg, press it in. Front leg. And back leg. Press, press, press. All right, and grab that back leg, pull it up into internal rotation. I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. And you could be feeling this stretch right in your hip. You could be feeling it in the front of your leg. I tend to feel it like all the way up in here on the inside of the front of my hip. And this is my bad side for internal rotation. You're gonna notice that one side is way more mobile than the other. Another 15 seconds here and then we're gonna hover. Five seconds. And hover. Hold it up there. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Don't let it fall down. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And grab it. Five more seconds. We're gonna hover again. And hover. Hold on to it. Keep it up there. And grab it. Five seconds and we have our last hover. And go. Hover, hover, hover. Don't let it drop. And drop it down. Nice work, guys. So that's all I've got for you today. did it in 35 minutes and I'm impressed. I was wondering if I would be able to fit it in. But so I'm very, very open to feedback because this is the first time that I've done one of these. So I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. So if you want to message me or something on Facebook, or we have like 4 minutes before they're going to shut us down. So if somebody wants to say something, feel free. If not, then I'll see you at the next mobility session. And if you want these more often, then let us know because I don't have anything to do. So I can do these more often if you guys want. So just let me know.
I vote for more often.
Okay.
Same
Yep.
here.
Late, but this is cool.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I'm good with doing this like 2 or 3 times a week even because I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm doing this stuff down here by myself. So might as well have you guys with me. So, all right, guys, cool. So we'll set something else up and I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Try and stay sane. Guess what?